Hey everybody, let me show you what I got going on tonight. Here at PC 911, got a MacBook Pro. Gonna be doing two services on here, but first up is trackpad here. It's cracked. Works fine. Not the first time I see them cracked, and they continue to work. But it's an eyesore. Customer wants to change it, so that's job number one. The other job we're gonna do is, if you look at this bottom of the LCD, there's like a small, it's like a little glass cover where it says MacBook Pro, and that's cracked here. Probably something got caught in there or left in there and closed it, and it smashed it, but the screen is fine. So this is separate from the screen. We're gonna remove it and replace it. I've done it before. It's a sensitive area there, and we'll see how it goes. Going to do that in a separate video. So for now, trackpad. Back screws already off. You want to pop this up enough to get a little spudger in there over the sides. You should have a little clip there. Get a spudger around the side. Click. So that should give you some room to open it up a little bit. Once all those clips get taken off, you have to slide it out from the back. There's clips here holding it in place, so this needs to be pulled this way. So kind of grab it and pull it. You pull it like that from one side. Usually you get a little leverage, and it makes it easier. So we got that side out. Once you get that leverage, should be able to just pull the other one right out as well. And damn, and the other one's in there well. But usually that little leverage like that from the side helps out. I want to disconnect the battery. If you notice, I hadn't turned it off. We'll just disconnect it right here. We're gonna go from this side. You got the little ribbon that pops off, or it's not pops off, slides out. Got a little tape. And you have the battery screw. This is a T5. And then you want to separate that there. And what I like to do is just put a little piece of tape, little label, sticker, something in there so that you don't wind up pressing that and get it reconnected. So just put a little something in there. So the trackpad is a fairly simple replacement. We don't have to remove, take apart. We don't have to remove the battery or anything like that. So it's basically these screws down here. And we do gotta lift up this flex. Let's see, what do we got? I think these are T5s too. Yeah. Actually, those two do not have to come off. It's the two that are on the these. There's 2 and 2. The ones that are right on the metal. Right on the metal base, and they're longer. The other two are just holding these little clips in place. Four. Back to those again. And then we got these two. And you can see it's already all loose. Here's the T5, and nope. Maybe a T4. Can't really. So this is just push up on it, and then this has a little bit of tape here, or double-sided tape or glue. Just pull it carefully. If it's too stuck, use a little alcohol there. Just came right up. And there it is. Now keep very close attention. You have these washers that you got to transfer to the new one. In the past, when I've done these, I kind of carry this, I move it around. The next thing you know, these things fall off, and then I don't know where they're at. But they all have, let me see if I can get them with a magnet. Okay, so you see there, you got that washer there, 2, 3, 4, and then, so every screw that we took off has a washer on the other end. Those are the ends of where the screws were. Then we're also going to take off this, it's flex, which is going on the other one. You're going to pry up the clip. And same thing, this has a little glue on the end. Give it a little pressure there. If not, a little alcohol. And your alcohol has to be 99%. Here's a new part. the new part right here. Let's eyeball it. Looks the same. And just make sure you get it in all the way. It seems like there's quite a bit still sticking out. That's as deep as it goes. This doesn't have a line on it, and it still leaves a lot of contact points outside. Clamp it down. Let's get these guys on here. So kind of do the same scenario. Close it. I want to put these on, but don't tighten them all the way, because I want to give it a little wiggle room, and then when we'll look at it on the other side and make sure it's centered as best as possible. And there's not a lot of room, but you want it to look even, all the way around. So we'll move it around a little bit. We'll see it's a little closer to the left than to the right. Yeah, so I'm going to just loosen them all except the two corners to give me that wiggle room. I mean, there's not a lot of play, but there is enough to. If you push it all to one side, you'll see. It'll look uneven. It'll look like you have a gap. So what I'm gonna do is try to get it even here. And put a little tape on it. See if I can try to keep it in place. Let's tighten it up and see what I get. I still not satisfied with that. Let's see what we can get from that. That looks pretty good. See if everything stayed in place. Yeah. Looks pretty even. The sides are even. The top, I pushed it against the top, so it's tight up there, and then I left it open at the bottom here. So that's fine, especially this top. Yeah, that's fine. That looks really good. Give it a quick test. Not sure, do I need that ribbon for it to turn on? Let's find out. I'm not sure if for it to turn on. I'm not sure what the ribbon does, so I've always been curious, does the ribbon need to be on for it to turn on? So we'll find out now. So also on your Macs, remember when you disconnect the battery and then reconnect it, it won't turn on. It requires power. And actually it's going to turn on, but is it going to sense the battery or not? You know, is that a requirement for the sensing of the battery? Because you could turn it on without the battery, but most of these units, if they don't sense the battery, they go into I don't know if it's like a panic, but it goes basically into a high-speed fan. CPU goes, 100%, so it's can't really use the computer well. Can't really tell, what's going on. So we'll see now. Yeah, so it doesn't sense the battery. So yeah, so it needs that sensor. So it doesn't sense the battery. The fans are high, and the trackpad, when you move it, it stutters, and that's from the CPU probably going 100%. Means it can't even. Can't produce a smooth mouse. So yeah, you need to put the battery flex in. The plastic tweezer. So here you'll just check the mouse pad function, and that's pretty much it. So we got 25 minutes. Yep, you got your mouse functioning, and then we'll run through the tap, two finger, all that stuff. So password they gave us is not working. Gonna have to start testing all the passwords when the customers give them. Alright, forget it. So we're gonna leave it at that. We got the trackpad there. We'll have to double check that password to retest the tap, the 2-finger tap, 3-finger tap, pinch, zoom, all those things. So I still got this guy right here. But we're pretty much wrapped. But let's just finish this off. This was a T4. Just double checking them, everything's good. And that's a wrap. So that's changing the trackpad there on a 2020 Macbook Pro A2251. 20-25 minutes. That's what's going on right here, right now at PC 911.